Hi, my name is Dennis, and this is the Bersa Thunder 40 Pro. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the issues I have had with it when I first got mine. Okay, as you can see, no magazine, and also it's clear. Okay, no rounds in it at all. We'll go ahead and suffice that as enough to be said with that. Okay, we'll let it slide forward. I'm going to break it down, and let's get to talking. Okay, when I first received it, there were some issues I had with it. First of all, this is a CNC aluminum cut lower frame, okay? And these are controls that are mounted on the lower frame to allow the weapon to operate. The decocking device, which is ambidextrous, there's one on both sides, okay? The the slide release, it's on both sides, so it's ambidextrous. The magazine release itself is only one-sided, but you can use a screw which turns halfway, allows you to remove it and put it in the other way to make it left-handed. So that will make it operate that way. Okay, it's a double action device. All right. Again, the frame is CNC cut aluminum, but the controls are forged. Steel forged. Okay. When I received them, they were very rough. I was very disappointed. I thought they'd have been a lot better, but that's all right. But being the gunsmith I am, I went ahead and on this side, which is the right side of the weapon, there is a retaining pin right through here. And the retaining pin, using a punch, you can push it through by tapping it through. It falls underneath this lever, the decocking lever, and sits there. And once that happens, you can remove the decocking lever, and you'll find the pin, and you can set it off. And then you can take this one and sand it down like I did, and you can take this one while it's on there, by the way, because only the roughness was up here, and I was able to use the sander and down to 1200, and also on the double action slide action arm, I was able to remove its flaws, and I did it for both sides. Okay, both the decocker and the slide release, and I didn't have to do anything with the breakdown. Once I did that, got them all cleaned up and polished up, I went ahead and re-blued it to match the rest of the color of the weapon, and there you have it. So it worked just nicely. Okay, that's what I did on this side here. Just a side note, this is polymer over a aluminum frame. No one is out there making different grips. Okay, that's a note that maybe somebody watching this will say, "Oh wow, maybe I can find a job." Making grips for this would be nice, because you have the 40, the 9mm, and the 45 available for you, and all three of them are in the same configuration: a half C slip-on polymer over a aluminum frame. All right, let's see. Other things to tell you about the Thunder 40 Pro is that when I first got it, I was reading on some forums about it that some people have taken them to the range and fired like 50 or 100 rounds, and they showed galling and stuff like that. What I call galling, in other words, where the metal had been deformed from the slide and other areas. I want to let you in on a secret here. When you first purchase a weapon, okay, do not leave the shop unless you field strip it. Field stripping means this piece, it means this piece, it means that the spring and the guide pin are disassembled, and you take the barrel out, and you inspect all four areas of this weapon. Inspect it for cracks, for deformities or anything else. Make sure it's all done up. Once you have it like that, get a little bit of gun oil, throw a little gun oil on the slide, on the slide area here, because the next thing you want to do is, before you leave, if you can, is you want to fire about 3 to 5 rounds through it. Okay, that's to ensure that it functions. You're paying a lot of money for these weapons, and you should be able to do that. And firing 3 to 5 rounds should not break anybody's bank. All right. Other than that, after I was all through with this, I took it to the range, fired about 100, 200 rounds through her. Never once failed at all, ever. Never, no failure to feeds, no double feeds, nothing but straight, smooth shooting. It was a pleasure. Nice tight group for a 25 meter. I was shooting a 25-yard target, and was giving me nice tight shot groups within a 2-inch diameter. You know, for an old man like me, that wasn't too bad. There is one more thing I'm going to do to this weapon, is this beaver tail right here. The beaver tail has sharp edges, and I'm going to go ahead and round those off, make them nice, and make it kind of smoother around there instead of having these pointed tips. And once I do that, then I'll clean it all up and polish it, and then re-anodize it again, because it's aluminum, and it'll look really nice. So you can pick it up for $404, anywhere from $398, $395 to $425. I would not pay any more than $425 for this weapon, no matter what. Other than that, it's a nice weapon. It's a nice weapon to add to your arsenal. You have a super fine day. And again, my name's Dennis, and that's the way it is.